The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Redskins and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Come on, set. Now the roof. Mike 27. Check back.
First carry for Darius Geis, and he's upended after a gain of 2. Out to the 27.
Brady Jarrett on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the gun, Geis. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. On play action, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Space. Keep going, boys, moving. Mike 55.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. 21. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 21. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. Now Ito Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone. Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play. Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field. Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points. And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming. Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Second down, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First down, Washington.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down.
On first down, this is Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far? I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. third down. Here's Geis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 52 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Ryan. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
General West. No.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
25. Check.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Let him go.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
We got it. Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan stepping up. He'll try and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Haskins will throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Geis. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, It used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Freeman again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field. Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Ryan. Buying time to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 16. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 60 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Geis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Back 25. Right there, 56. Push him back. Push him back. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Jump. Hey, 59, ready.
Here's Ryan to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Jones has it. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. Max 56. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, sprint plans. Ready to go.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Bostic showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down now, It's White, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Geis. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.